Today's adventure takes place once again in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, here at the Convention Center at the Marriott, where we're going to take on day 2 of the amazing weekend of Chattanooga Comic Con. And hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. It is day 2 of the amazing Chattanooga Comic Con. Yesterday we focused more on vendors, and then we ended it with one particular panel with the Futurama cast. And today we're going to focus more on panels than vendors. I might go up to some vendors I may have missed or I might want to check out once again. This is going to be a fun day, and as I'm filming this and dropping this, it's going to be on my 33rd birthday, so this is just going to be one amazing con to just celebrate the next year of my life, because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, I'm a huge fan of Futurama, and I can't wait to check out the Star Wars cons that they have here going on today. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm inviting you to come with me, and here we go.
It's all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living and traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of us all to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
And we made it inside, once again at the Convention Center. I think it's only appropriate for this particular day at the con. I'm wearing the Tennessee Iron Man sunglasses that I purchased. And of course, this is the Way Grogu t-shirt. Oh yeah. And kicking it off at Meeting Room 12, we're going to go visit the new YouTubers that I met yesterday to support their channel, the Dinner Dudes. And they are going to make the iconic Popblers that's from the show of Futurama.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dinner Dudes. My name is Chris. I'm Zach. And today we are here live at Chattanooga Comic Con. We are making Popblers from Futurama. Who's seen the episode of The Problem with Popblers? Alright. Again, as I said over here, these are not from Omicron Persei 8. These are shrimp Popblers. Probably a little bit better. And again, we're not going to have blur coming after us. So these are preferred to be deep fried. Obviously, we're at a con in Chattanooga. We're from Alabama. I'm not really having a deep fryer right here. The only really difference on that, they still come out just as crispy, but sometimes the flour doesn't get as golden on some of it as it was if you deep fry it. So if you see like a little bit of the flour, like, oh my God, what is that? We tested them like that, temp like that. If they're just that, the air fryer doesn't give them that nice golden flavor. I would prefer to tell you to deep fry them at home.
And we promise they are cooked. We are both Serve Safe certified, so we know how to cook our food.
So what we do on our episodes is we are a father-son duo that's based out of Alabama. I've been with him all the time, but single dad since like 3. So it's just been me and him. That's my right-hand man right here. We do everything together. Honestly, I'd be lost. This boy has saved my life more than he'll probably even know, which is the great part about being a dad. Great part about being able to do this show is to do something with my best friend and just have fun. Worst case scenario, we don't blow up cool, whatever. We get at least one good meal a week that we get at home. We have a nice cool meal. We get to try new stuff. I mean, everybody loves trying new stuff, right? You like trying new recipes? Mm-hmm. Sometimes they come out amazing, and sometimes they don't. We do a lot of our own recipes. This one originally came from this book right here, the Geeky Chef, which is how we first started doing this, with following some other recipes and stuff. Recipe is pretty close. I changed it because I didn't really like it. I got the basis off of that, and then afterwards I'm like, it needs a little more. It was just bland. And I adjusted it. And then I did a test run on it this past weekend to try in the air fryer again, because last time I fried them, and I still it's still not like the flavor. Boom, did a little adjusting, and I was like, he had his friend over here, and they're like, that's it, right there. That's the flavor. Keep it. So, we're not going to touch it no more. It's done. Now, we have lots of cool episodes. Some of them are really good for friends and family. Some of them are a little bit more harder. Some of them, are pretty simple. This one is pretty simple. And so we just like to have fun with it. So we're going to start right here. I try to make it simple too on here. I got 2 eggs right here. I can already beat them up. Let's start right here. And we're going to have 1 cup of buttermilk. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of flour in each one. I probably should double this up a little bit, but Well, we don't have. I've already got a bunch of shrimp. There's not a whole bunch of you guys in here, so we got a bunch more. We're gonna sneak some over to Billy West and try that Jim over Tom. Let's see.
We try to get them to come.
We try to, and he kind of stuck in yesterday during their panel and asked them if you could try any food. What'd you like? And they're like Popblers. I'm like, well, we got you. We're gonna see how that works out. You guys know what she loves, okay? All right, so. You guys know Tony's Creole seasoning? I love that stuff. Now you can use a different one. There's some different ones like Sacramento one. That's good too. Yeah. We love Tony's. I got tricked into one of those like timeshare things one time. They cooked something from Tony's, and ever since had all of this. So forget about timeshare thing though. I got 1 tablespoon. Everything over here is in tablespoon seasonings on this one, so it actually makes that easy too. 1 tablespoon of Tony's and 1 tablespoon of Old Bay. And the only reason I put it in here, you can actually put them all in the other one. Is only because being in the air fryer, I try to give this one a little bit of color to kind of help to white. When you're cooking it in the grease, you can put it all in the other one. It really doesn't matter. I only did this one just to kind of help with the colorization on the air fryer. Make it look simple. He's going to get his air fryer set up. The air fryer is going to be 400 degrees. He's going to cook for 5 minutes. So I do a thing called Dad Vice. Again, because this is a cooking show, this has become more of a life show. That's how it's kind of been described. It's us being nerdy, going to cons, dressing up, being ourselves. If you see in our apartment, somebody described it one time as one big comic book. I would call it that. Everything's filled up with art from cons that we get, people's original artwork for prints, because I still am broke, so I don't have an actual print, art. I wish I could, but his room is like everything. It looks like chaos, but it's not really chaos because it's unique. It makes it really fun. But we have fun with it. So part of doing this is, like I said, teaching him skills, teaching other people skills. I've learned that he had a kid at school that watched it and watched the father involved. So we call it Dad Vice. So right now I have this book called Be More Captain America. I found a book the very first time we started. It's called Be More Batman. Come with that, and then we went to Be More Darth Vader. So that now we have like chapters. So now we're on chapter 3, episode whatever. What is the episode on that?
We're on 20 right now. Well, the one that just released was 20.
The one that just released was the honey garlic chicken.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys okay if I do some Dad Vice?
Yeah.
That's why he's battering up some shrimp, and then we'll set that up and cook it.
Subscribe to your YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
same here.
And what's cool about this too, to let you know, is to make it more fun and more unique. I don't read these until I record. Because to me, that makes it what we are. It makes us, it makes us unique because I want to be just as surprised by it. And I just want to go off of me, actually, if he was to come to me and ask me a question about something, and I want to be like, I'm giving him that advice. Okay? So this one is knowing that fighting isn't always the answer. That's not fun. Come on. Okay. You trained, prepared, and psyched yourself up for a fight. Now guess what? Don't have it. The aim of being a hero is to make a better world for others. That can be achieved if the world becomes a battleground. If a fight, any fight, can be avoided, it's the wiser option. Hap has all the experience to beat the Winter Soldier in battle, but then he might lose a friend. Sometimes the worst thing you can do in a fight is win it. Have y'all ever heard the phrase, war doesn't determine who's right, it determines who's left? Probably one of my favorite, saying, it's amazing. Zach is also a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. Yep. It's, when I was younger and I was in elementary school, I got bullied. I remember a kid chased me to the bus, grabbed my backpack, turned around, boom, black eye. I learned to stand up for myself. I learned to fight back. The phrase of don't start a fight but finish it, that's what it would be. Because I'm not going to sit here and let somebody, fight me and beat me up. But at the same time, too, I'm not going to go pick on somebody and start a fight because what is that going to, that I'm a bigger man? I know I'm a big dude. I know I can fight people if I need to. I might be old, but I'm also grew up in the 90s and the 2000s, so I fight dirty.
Yeah.
I don't fight fair. I do not fight fair if that whatever came down to. But obviously, I don't want to have to do that. Have y'all subscribed to us yet?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
These look like the possible stuff. I can imagine when that's actually deep fried, but
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you're allergic to shellfish. Unfortunately,
it's all good. She eats my shellfish all the time. Like, she's so married and sink and stuff.
I mean, you gotta think, I could make one with chicken, but they're from Fishy Joe's.
Yeah.
So, some places have chicken at like other places you go somewhere, but the Fishy Joe's, I don't know the Fishy, like I said, I know John Maggio was singing the Fishy Joe song yesterday. Props to him, because I don't know how to do like an air fryer. This is one of the greatest inventions ever. Y'all have an air fryer?
Yes, I got one
Oh
here.
my gosh. I love the air fryer. And the Instant Pot. I honestly never thought, because I dated a girl before, he had this pot. I really just made like some soup and other stuff in there, right? I don't make that type of stuff all the time. It's amazing. I always suggest, deep frying, yeah.
Deep frying is always the best form, but because I mean you might tend to flour a little bit. But
That's really good.
The yum-yum.
And here is the finished product of the Popblers that they make here. I've already had enough. I don't know if I have a shellfish problem or not, but I still could eat some. But man, this was very good. If you're a fan of garlic especially, and this is very delicious. And I had it with some yum yum sauce, and far by the best pairing with the Popblers. So let's look out for Lur. We just ate some of his children. So a little interesting being part of that con and documenting my new friends, the dinner dudes, that I am making a vlog and they were making a vlog for their channel. It was a live show vlog. So there was a vlog within a vlog in that particular segment. They were really great guys and the food is really good. So definitely want to pay attention to their content. So I'll leave a link in the description below and you guys can check out their channel. On to the next one, a very Star Wars filled one.
Big panel, this reunited panel.
Yeah!
Alright, well, without further ado, I'm going to announce everyone out. We have, well, first and foremost, we have from Star Wars Rebels, Vanessa Marshall.
Woo! Yay!
And from Star Wars Clone Wars, we have James Arnold Taylor. And the Duchess herself, Anna Graves.
Yay!
Hello there.
Hello there.
I like fell right under that chair. Wow. I didn't mean to take the center, but I'm surrounded by loveliness. Look at this. Oh, and my goodness, look at them all.
Hi, me.
You know, they've always said that Obi-Wan was perhaps a clone, but maybe the Duchess is a clone now, too. And
My friend sitting behind you,
I was
you're
gonna
just going to have
say,
to move
the people-
that headdress.
there's Obi-Wan behind me as well. Yes, there is. Oh my goodness, wow. How are you all doing?
Woo! Yeah.
It's day 2 here in Chattanooga. Chattanooga is lovely. How many people are from here? My goodness, most of them. Good. Who came from far away? Well, I know you win. We have folks here from Manchester, from the UK. So they came specifically to Chattanooga for this show. To meet us. I mean, come
so
on.
excited.
That is really...
Woo!
You get,
Welcome to Tennessee.
Yes,
And
welcome.
I'm so glad that it brought you here. That is amazing. Just a jump across the pond. I know.
I'm just blessed to be with two amazing actors in their own right, actresses in their own right, and Vanessa. It's so, we're like dear friends, and we talk all the time, but we don't get to see each other all the time anymore in this new world. So it's so great to see you. It's great to see you.
So good to see you.
I think it's been a couple of years since we actually got to see each other in person.
I think right before we went to Nashville, we had lunch. I think that was our last. That's the
Yeah,
last time I saw you. Remember we went to Sun Cafe? I think it was.
that's right. And then I used the Jedi mind trick and got Anna to come to Nashville.
She did. He was like, there's a show in Nashville.
And you were there.
I did that last year.
Yes, ICCC. Yeah, I was there in Nashville. Yes, we're
Who saw? Did you see Kara in Nashville? There you go. Rebels crew with you that day,
Yes,
right?
it was a bunch of the rebels were there. It was amazing. Yes, we're all part of the Sabak playing. There it is, representing. That's right. We're going to try and have monthly Sabak games online in 2024. So if you're interested, talk to us after.
That's very cool.
Who doesn't want to play Sabak? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
So now I have a little show on my YouTube channel called Clone Wars Conversations where I've got to interview Anna before. She was my first guest on Clone Wars
I
Conversations.
was, yes.
But I didn't get to interview you because Rebels, you know, and I was on Rebels, but not, you know, really that. So how has it been now? The show's over, and now you get to see what we've kind of experienced with Clone Wars. This wave of love coming in, gratitude for these characters that you've just really kind of immortalized in animation. It's pretty cool.
Well, I'm such a huge Star Wars fan myself, so and I was trying to explain this to people that when we read it off the page, even when we watch it, it's nothing that we could ever conceive of, so that we're also able to enjoy the Star Wars entertainment as the fans that we are. So I feel the waves of love as well, and yeah, I have a friend here, Fitz, what's up? I was trying to explain to him, he said, so you know all these people? And I said, well, we met in Nashville, and I feel like we've known each other forever, and that's just sort of how it is with Star Wars family. So for that to just keep coming in waves and waves, it just multiplies, and we stay connected, and that's how it works. I mean, I've met the Manchester contingency, and yesterday, yes, we said hello to, there's a Hera cosplayer in the UK. I can't wait to meet her as well, and this is just what we do. We become friends and family, and it's just a very special experience, and it just gets better and better.
I was old enough to order that set of action figures that didn't come out, you know, at first. And I remember the next Christmas when everything was out, and I snuck downstairs, and I knew Santa had already come, and I came down, and I fiddled through, and I got a lightsaber. And it was, I will admit, it was a Darth Vader lightsaber. It was red. Because I liked red at the time, you know, the color red. I just thought that was cool. And it was basically you remember those old red flashlights? Anybody old enough to remember those?
Yeah.
Just a basic flashlight with those giant Duracell batteries. And it was just a tube on the top of it, with a little cap. But it was magic. It was absolute magic. And then you'd go to hit somebody and it just went, and it was broken. So not like these. Look at this. Now, what color is your lightsaber there, my friend? Anybody have lightsabers? Hold them up. Let's see. Oh, no. Red. Red's not my color. Oh, yes. I knew this Obi-Wan would have the right. We got purple in the back. We got pink. A Barbie lightsaber. She's Star Wars Barbie. Oh, and blue. Now, I like those double ones in the back there. Look at you. Should I be worried about you? Yes, I'm about fine. Lights. Yellow. I like yellow. As my daughter would say, yellow. She says yellow. There she is in the back there.
Where, is there anywhere else that the character of Obi-Wan, could you imagine him going? That's the thing, is like what Vanessa was... That's what like Vanessa was saying. It's like these stories were so new to us, and they were almost unimaginable. We would get these scripts and we would look at them and we'd say, oh my goodness, this is the direction this is going. But seriously, because you're so close to Obi-Wan, is there a direction or a mission unaccomplished? Is there, what would it be?
The ladies know the story, right? We need to tell the story of Obi-Wan and Satine.
Yeah.
There needs to be a campaign to start that story, to tell the story. And, you know, we're voice actors, so we can play them as young ladies, right?
Absolutely.
Just pitch our voices up to the top. It would just be these. They're like Ewan in episode 1. I have a bad feeling about this. You know, he just went up there, so I could do that. I think we need to tell that story. But as far as Hera, then, do we know?
Wait, no, I'm not done. No. Because I just want you to know that Plo Koon is one of my favorite characters ever, and I have been secretly campaigning for years to Dave Filoni to bring you back to life.
Yeah.
And apparently George said it's not possible.
Well, see,
so I just want you to know that, yes, Obi-Wan, I have a million questions, but as far as Plo Koon is concerned, how did that sit with you?
It doesn't sit well.
Okay, right?
I said at Celebration this year, with Dave on the stage, I said, so if Darth Maul can survive...
Okay, that's what I said.
By Obi-Wan Kenobi...
No. He was chopped in half. Dude, the minute I heard like that, click, click, clack. I was like, oh, Plo Koon's coming back, you guys. I'm making it happen. I mean, if that dude can be like, well, he comes in. I was like, no, Plo Koon is gonna live. No.
I think, honestly, can you see the trailer? And the Lucasfilm thing, and then you see like a place in this, kind of forest, and then you hear some noise and clattering around, and then you see like a hand, reach over and grab something. Oh wait, and then pull up, and it's him, and he's alive. Like,
well, here's the thing. I found a Halloween picture of Dave Filoni from 1,000,000 years ago, dressed up as who he called Plo Kool. So I was like, I know I can make this happen. But anyway, I just want you to hear
that he hasn't. But he said, no, it can't happen. George said no.
Okay, so he told you the same thing.
He said, yeah, in front of everybody. So I was like, oh, why? But Plo Koon is a wonderful character. I'd love to tell that story of how Ahsoka and Plo met. I talked about this last night with everybody. That story is a story Dave used to tell us. He'd sit there and he'd draw his sketches, and he would draw a little Ahsoka, and then a younger Plo, and him finding her, and he'd tell the story of all that. It's like, tell that story. It was on the Tales of the Jedi, but it wasn't. It was just a snippet of it.
Elizabeth, in the movie Elizabeth that came out in 1998, which I was a huge fan of, was like, I know this, I shall have no master. Oh, one mistress here, right? She was ballsy, she was awesome, she was like tough, and so I came into it with that legal attitude, but also, being on and finding our soft places. And that's why I loved it being Obi-Wan's friend so much, because she let her guard down with him. She, yes, they sparred, but she let her guard down with him. So yes, that is very British, old medieval times. We could live there.
Indeed.
Hi, I'm Jordan. So if your Star Wars characters went to Starbucks, what would they order?
That's a great question, because Anna today got a venti, just like place coffee with oat milk. But the Duchess Satine, I think she would get like a cinnamon dulce de leche. She would be richer. She would be grander. She would jams.
I'd say a lemon red eye with like 4 extra shots, no cream. She's just gonna get it done and swig it down.
Well, I think I'll have to look at their tea menu. I always make a good mint tea. So yeah, so English breakfast. Decaf though, I don't want to be like Anakin.
I'll take his caffeine. Obi-Wan is naturally caffeinated.
Well, Matt Lanter has this desire to create Darth Vader coffee beans. The dark side, and has the roast, the dark roast.
Such a good businessman.
Yeah, so we can, so I don't know. We'll have to think about that, guys.
Thank you.
Time still for questions.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I'm going to sound like a broken record because I talked to you guys both about this yesterday. But are there any conversations that you guys have had with Mr. Dave Filoni about Corky?
Corky? Yeah. He's my nephew. Auntie Satine. He's my nephew.
He's your nephew?
He's a cadet. He's my nephew.
He's your nephew. So he has a tendency to look a bit like someone.
Everyone thinks the timing would work out that if there were a love child. Fanfic, let's go.
How many people in the room think that there's a possibility Corky is the Duchess and Obi-Wan?
Yep.
The Duchess is already They know something I don't.
And here's the thing, and this is what we talked about yesterday, is the interesting thing about that whole situation, from my perspective, is for me as an actor, I was always looking for more information. I was always asking questions about the scene, about the script. How do I feel about this? Well, where am I coming from? Where am I going? Who am I talking to? What's my point of view? I needed information as an actor.
So there's no way that I did those episodes in episode 3 about the corruption and the tea being poisoned, speaking of tea, and Padme comes and helps out, and Ahsoka comes and helps out. I love those episodes. Those are girl power episodes. But there was no discussion of Porky's lineage, and if there was, I don't remember it. I don't remember me saying, well, who's my brother or sister back on Mandalore that Porky came from?
Yeah, I think that was convenient.
Yeah. So I don't know. So then when I there's no clear answer.
I think they like it that way.
Yeah.
Dave likes it that way, and it would have probably come from George. Because you have to remember, Clone Wars was the last George Lucas Star Wars, and so maybe something will mix it.
Hi guys, huge fans by the way. So this is going on question for Vanessa. You guys, I want you guys to chime in too. So I know you voiced Disney canon and Legends canon Jan Orders alongside with Kaka. So would you like to see Jan Orders meet Harrison Dula? And also, would Obi-Wan Satine have any other legendary Legend Star Wars meet the current Star Wars characters in this universe?
I'd love for them to meet. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear their discussion. Yeah, that's a great question and a great idea.
I think I'd like to have a few words with Kylo Ren.
I think we all would.
Yeah.
Ray.
Ray?
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. No, I love Ray's character so much, and I feel like she was always looking for a sense of belonging, which we all do, which is why we could relate to her. So I think that would be a great relationship, friendship.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's our time. I feel so bad. I hope you'll come out and see these tables if you haven't yet. Come on, to do that with
So I had to put so as you guys can see, I had just a still image of the 3 talents on stage because I didn't have anyone to hold my camera for me when I wanted to ask Vanessa, James, and Anna my question, but at least you guys could hear the audio, some of the fun questions that were going on during that segment. But I did not expect, answers like that, but I love the answers. I never thought of of having Kylo Ren meet up with Obi-Wan because I could see Obi-Wan having a discussion per se with his best friend's grandson, and having Satine be a mentor to Rey or be friends with Rey, because I could actually see that. So that was a great insight, and of course I loved Vanessa's answer with having Jan Ors meet Harrison Dula. So I was very satisfied with those answers. So on to the next panel. We're going to see Rachel McFarlane's Seth MacFarlane's sister panel next.
And God, good day.
Yay!
Alright, so we have a really great panel for you today. Someone from your childhood that's voiced your childhood, so you definitely want to give it up. First off, we have Marty Grabstein.
Woo!
Welcome, Marty.
How are you? Good. It's not just me.
Yep.
A wonderful human being coming.
That's right. Next up, we have a wonderful, lovely lady named Rachel McFarlane.
Woo!
All right. She's lovelier than me, though.
Oh, Marty, stop.
Oh, Marty.
Do you want to sit, or are we going to do like a stand-up act?
I don't know.
What do you think? We can even just like sit.
We can even sit on the edge of the stage, right?
I know, that's kind of low. I feel like the people in the back aren't going to be
It
able to
is
see
low,
us.
yes.
Okay,
I'll do whatever you tell me to
let's
do.
sit in these. Look
I'm
at
going
these
this way.
chairs.
I'm taking the steps because I'm older than you.
Really? I was expecting it to be firmer cushion. Oh my, wow. Okay.
All right.
Hi guys.
Hello. I want
Here we are. Chattanooga.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right?
So what are we doing exactly?
I know, let's talk about...
This is the mics are very hot.
You're very hot.
God bless you.
So obviously we're gonna, we want to hear all your questions and everything, but...
But I feel like I have to. I feel like...
Well,
you had an idea.
Here's the thing. Marty and I realized that we haven't actually met. This is kind of like our meeting. Not here, but this weekend.
Yeah, we never really met each other.
Right. So I don't really know anything about... Well, I mean, I know a lot about you, but I don't know anything about your career.
except for your incredibly famous role.
And I don't know much about this lady either, really.
Right. So we thought maybe we would ask each other some questions.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, the idea you had. We would, but just I want you to know this, guys. Rachel and I sat down for a very long 7 or 8 minutes and tried to plan this, you know, how we were going to do this without a moderator.
Yeah.
We thought we would be each other's moderators.
Yeah. What do you think? I think that's. I like the idea. I came up with it.
It was you that came up with it.
No, it was. Okay, so let's play. Do you want to start?
I want to start. So, you know, Rachel, you know, just, you know, make believe none of these people know who you are. And
they probably don't.
No, they do. I'm telling you, I heard the applause. So, you know, and just say, you know, just let me know what your, you know, sensibilities are, what your experience is, what's your, you know, you don't have to go too deep because I know you're very busy.
Yeah.
But what essentially was the thing that led you to this, the keys to the kingdom?
Keys to the kingdom. I like it. Okay, let's start there. So, I was a musical theater major. I think we might have covered that a little bit later. Yes, I was musical theater fans in college. And I moved to New York after school, and I decided that wasn't, in fact, what I wanted to do. And so I decided to go to Los Angeles to visit my brother. Did you know I have a brother?
No.
Yeah. He dabbles in voiceover, too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good, too. He's done a few things. And so he was saying...
My brother does not.
He doesn't? He doesn't dabble in much.
Yeah.
Well, my brother was like, I think you should try voiceover. You would actually be pretty good at it. And I said, all right, I've never really given it much thought. But in the meantime, I needed a job. I'm here in California. I'm not going back to New York. So I got a job as a production assistant on a show called Johnny Bravo at Cartoon Network.
Woo! Yeah!
And it was a different time then. And do you know Colette Sunderman? Do you remember Colette Sunderman? She was a great casting director, still is. And she was doing the show, and I said, Colette, do you think I could just like have a shot in the booth? I think you know, my brother said I'd be pretty good at this. So I did, and it was super fun, and I wound up doing a bunch of episodes of Bravo, which led to Mindy and Eris on The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and number 362 on Codename Kids Next Door, and Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, and all, you know, those golden years of Cartoon Network. And then along came American Dad, which sort of was life-changing.
That's the keys to the kingdom.
That's the keys to the kingdom. And Family Guy. I've been doing Family Guy forever too, but Family Guy is funny because I just play every female character that Mila or Alex don't play. So yeah, I'm Stewie's kindergarten teacher. I've been Quagmire's twisted love interest. I've been Brian's love interest. It's kind of screwed up.
I do want to watch these shows.
Oh, they're good shows.
It's ridiculous that I haven't seen
No, they've been on for a minute. Like, they really have.
I hope you guys don't disrespect me for this. I can't lean forward back.
No, it's real
I fall
cushy.
asleep, actually. But you don't want that from you.
Not from me.
You're wonderful. I'm glad you all stick from you.
Well, so that's my story, Marty. How did you find your way
Story's better than mine.
into this?
It's a better story.
But don't we have Cartoon Network in Melbourne?
We do have Cartoon Network. We definitely do have Cartoon. And maybe we start. Okay. I started off. I was a 4-year-old kid.
Oh wow, we're going way back.
As this panel. And I knew that this was something I just, I had really no choice. I memorized The Wizard of Oz cast album and would perform it for anybody who would listen. I would memorize it, I would do all the songs. So this was, something that I just had to do, and I just did it all the time, did it through college, summer stock, regional theater, all over the place, touring, and then in New York, showcases, doing theater for no pay at all. But it didn't matter, right?
Didn't matter.
Did it matter?
Nope, not at all.
Not at all. Because you got a chance to, well, actually, it did kind of matter.
It started to matter.
But it started to matter. But, and then somewhere along the line, really, life goes on. You know, I do not have this illustrious career in voiceover that this young lady does. Courage the Cowardly Dog came at a very interesting time in my life. I had been doing 10 years of sketch comedy where I was performing all over the city with a partner, a sketch, you know, he and I doing shows all over the city of New York, and we called ourselves Lab Rats. We wrote and performed our own stuff, and it was just so great. But somewhere along the line, by being out there, always performing, always, you know, doing stuff, it sort of led to this, I guess, energy, because it is really about energy sometimes, especially in the world of theater and the world of acting. And somewhere along the line, if you're participating in it, and I was, somewhere along the line, a friend of mine called me up and said, hey, Marty, I noticed that, you know, your name was in Time Out New York. I noticed that you had gotten a really great review from Time Out New York for your sketch comedy show. And I saw you were acting, which was kind of a cool thing, right? I got this wonderful review, and she saw that it was happening. So she called me up and said, hey, you know, I'm working for this guy, John Dilworth, with the show Courage the Cowardly Dog. He's developing this new show. He's listened to every voiceover artist in the city and can't seem to arrive at a decision as to, he's heard over 300 voices of much more seasoned voiceover artists than me. Like this lady here. Seasoned. I know, that sounds like a... Seasoned. I don't know why that word. And she brought me in, and within, you know, literally 5 minutes, he clearly wanted what he heard. He liked my raspy, ethnic, New Yorkie, Jewish kind of voice. And he liked that. And he said, the only thing is, can you pitch it up here? Can you do that same raspy thing up here? And that's what, yes! And then I landed it, and there you go. It's kind of historical.
How does that feel in your throat when you do that? Like, is it hard to do
Not
that?
as bad as you think. Oh, make no mistake about it.
Like, when you would finish a session, would you be kind of totaled?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm more total in convention.
Okay, yeah.
I'm more total from just talking like this. Because when I go up here, I'm a little bit, I'm in my
your falsetto.
I'm in my head.
Yeah, you're in your head voice. Yeah, that's what they're going. I know we were.
We were singing at a bar with our friends.
You were obnoxious.
We were singing songs from Company and Sweeney Todd, and it was a delightful experience. But yes, some of that I was.
I played Morgan Freeman's assistant in Ted 2, and all I had to do was like open the door and say, "Mr. Bennett, Mr. Megan will see you now." I think I had one line, and I was on the set the whole day, and it was so boring. It was just painful. I'm like, why do people do this? This is not fun. The voiceover stuff is fun.
More work for me.
More work for you. See, there you go. They came to me for some of those Law and Order gigs, but I was like, give them the money.
Crazy. So anyway, we should,
I know. Let's open it up.
We're doing good with each other. How are we doing with each other?
I know.
How are we doing?
Woo! Mario.
No, it's actually Luigi.
Luigi, sorry. Because I was out late last night.
I remember you.
Yeah, from yesterday.
How you doing, baby?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
Sammy, it's good enough for Sammy Davis Jr. It's good enough for me, okay? Anybody know Sammy Davis Jr.?
Yeah.
How many people know Sammy Davis Jr.? All right! I'm happy to hear that.
Good crowd.
Oh, yes.
So, out of all the characters you voiced, which one is your favorite, and did you have a favorite moment from that scene? I know it's not big favorites.
Easy for me because it's the only actual, role that I did in terms of an animated series was Courage. So I'm gonna go and say Courage.
There you go.
You feel bad for me?
I feel not bad for you.
Don't feel bad. You still have to walk for me.
I don't know the answer. I mean, I would say Odelia, but I've heard that before. So now I'm trying to think broader. I got to play the like awful headmistress at the boarding school Steve went to in Top of the Steve. Do you guys remember that episode? I also got to sing the theme song for that, which was really fun. And anytime I get to play little old ladies, I also really enjoy. But yeah, honestly, I think Odalia was my favorite. There we go. Any last? We have time for one more.
Anybody else who did not get a chance to answer?
Yes.
Go ahead.
If you were to attend the con, who would you dress as?
Oh.
I would be dressed as Benjamin J. Grimm. You know who that is?
Elaborate.
Benjamin J. Grimm, better known as the Thing in the Fantastic Four.
Oh.
Wow, really?
I believe I would like to play the role, even live action, even though it's been done by a pretty big deal guy. What is the name?
Oh, I don't know. There you go.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I don't know. I think I wouldn't do Haley. I wouldn't subject you all to that. But I think I would do. I think I would be Amy Poehler in Mean Girls.
Thank you guys. I think we're all about wrapped up. All right. I don't think I have one. I've already asked all my questions to you.
Okay.
Well, you guys were awesome. Okay, let's take your room for round of applause.
Woo! Well, that was a fun little panel with Rachel McFarlane and Marty Grafstein. I think it's time to kind of look around for some vendors and maybe grab a quick snack. Now, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Pokemon, I can always appreciate the art behind it. And these are solid glass Pokeballs, some with some 3D arts in the middle of these. So they got the little monsters inside the Pokeballs, and that one over there is being lit up. That's pretty cool. Then we got some currency with Batman and the Joker on it. Got Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Superman. And then we got some yen made from very famous anime. We got One Piece over here. And I'm not familiar with anybody else besides One Piece. And then we got some fake $100 bills with Star Wars characters on it, which will take us all the way to the Hooked on Sabers store. And we got a whole bunch of lightsabers to choose from. And look at this. We got Kyle Katarn's lightsaber. He's a Legends Star Wars character, which I mentioned him earlier. Of course, there's Darth Maul's lightsaber.
That's right there on the bend, so there's no miss.
They got Lego lightsaber. Interesting.
And they all have it.
I'm gonna try holding that one for a second. Interesting. Wow, has a weird feel to it, but okay. Youngling saber. Kylo Ren's Crimson Blade saber. Check out all these hilts that they have here. They got Darth Vader's hilt. And they got Luke Skywalker's hilt. So very similar, actually. Just a little bit of the color change. Emperor Palpatine's. And this is actually pretty heavy. Very heavy. Then we got Revan's saber.
Something would happen. Yeah. It sucks. All around. Excited.
Oh, these are really cool.
I woke up in the hospital. The first thing I was like, "Where's my friend?"
So yesterday we checked out the Keyblades, but we got some fictional weapons here. Got some swords and some guns. I believe this one's from Gears of War, if I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. And there's Han Solo's blaster. I believe that's Padme or Queen Amidala's blaster. And we got Boba Fett right over here. Looking good. Awesome. So I got myself a Bavarian pretzel for a snack along with the dipping sauce cheese and a Powerade. I gotta be well nourished for the rest of this con. I made my way over to the Bad Ash Design, and this place specializes on Grogu's. If you guys love The Child, or also known as Grogu in The Mandalorian, you got so many designs of Grogu in different costume or different hybrids of characters. Like there's Kanan Jarrus one, and then you got Arabast guy, Zeb. I knew that. I'm a dad, and my brain is fried a little bit. So we got Hera, we got Chopper, we got Sabine, we got Ezra. Then you got BB-8 and R2-D2 and little Chewie. That is so cool. And then gotta love the original. I'm loving this a lot. This is really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Chop. How you doing, Chuck? How you doing, Chopper? You know, I saw R2 yesterday. Did you see R2 yesterday? No? Well, yes, I know you're probably the most superior droid, yes. Yeah, well, between you and me, you're the better one in R2. Well, good to see you, Chop. But at least I want to stop by and see Keston Howard. And a little story between me and Keston, we actually interned at Disney together when we were in college, a little over 10 years ago. Keston Howard? What? Dude! Look at you! Look at you're voicing Mickey Mouse and a Men in Black dog?
Surprise!
So, dude, look at you, man. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. You know, the good old days of Disney, man. I miss those days.
Disney World. Back in 2011. Can't believe how time flies.
I know. 10 years later, we're doing what we're doing. We're doing what we love doing, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you're enjoying the con so far?
Absolutely. This has been a fun little con here. Chattanooga turned out to be a great place.
Yeah. Come visit more often. Chattanooga is actually a very underrated city. Enough to do here. Not lots, but enough is the word. Yes. And it looks like you are signing something for me.
Yes.
You are voices of these characters.
Yes.
Oh, Death Battle.
Captain Falcon, Machamp, King Mickey, and Aquaman, all in Death Battle that you can watch on roosterteeth.com or YouTube.
All right. Well, thank you so much, bud.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I haven't seen Keston in over 10 years, and it was so good to see him again. We actually caught up the day before, so we were just kind of playing along with you guys. But it was just so good to catch up with him for the quick minute that we had together, because we were both very busy during the con. So happy to see that his dreams are accomplished, and he is living his happy life as a voice actor. Very happy for my friend Keston. Well, I took about an hour break just to decompress. I shot a second vlog for my channel. Did a little shopping for vendors. Got a little something from my wife and son in here. I'm going to end it at room 12 where we were at this morning. But this one here is going to be talking about legend Star Wars characters and Disney Star Wars characters. So let's go ahead and do this.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Star Wars Canon versus Legends.
Yay!
My name is September, and this is
David.
And we'll be your hosts today. First of all, I'm going to start off with saying, where does everyone lie on the Canon versus Legends?
I'm a Legends person.
I'm a Legends.
Legends. Okay, let's just show of hands. So, Legends, raise your hand.
Canon, raise your hands.
And this is not like pitting the groups against each other.
No, we're just going to have a discussion.
Nice and civil.
Yes, very civil.
Yeah.
I'm not big on conflict.
There is no conflict.
Yeah. You're right. There's no war.
Okay, so back in 2012, Disney got a hold of Star Wars and decided that everything up to this point, excluding the movies, was all going to be Legends now. But like Ahsoka said, there's always a bit of truth in Legends.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think of that choice? To throw away Legends and come up with a whole new canon?
I feel like it gave a lot of room
to do more. I like some of the canon stuff now, it's really cool, but I feel like the Legends expands everything. Like you could do a lot more with that, especially with the addition of Galaxy's Edge and stuff, and that whole new planet opens up a lot of storyline. In Disney World, they're very strict about the time period on that planet, so they've got like the Mandalorian and Ahsoka. I don't think Ahsoka's there in Disney World, but they won't have those characters mixed with the canon characters. And I kind of like that because it keeps everything consistent, but you still get all of the story. So I like that aspect of it.
I didn't know that aspect of it. I thought they just smashed it all together as best
It's
they
like
could.
Disneyland they do. In Disneyland, you've got like Fennec Shand and Boba Fett, and then like Rey and Kylo, and they're all walking past each other. But Disney World does really good to like keep everything in the timeline, and I do like that because it does feel weird when you are seeing these characters from different timelines like interact because they shouldn't.
I personally think Legends, especially the original Thrawn trilogy, made the original trilogy better. But it's like the sequel trilogy made it lessen it.
Agreed.
I like this. Oh,
Okay.
wait, no, I mixed up. That was a lie. I like the prequels. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm of the prequel generation, so I'm with you.
Yeah, no, the sequels, I really liked Hux and Phasma, but because I read the books and a couple of the comics, and they had an incredible amount of potential and danger. Like, they were dangerous and bad characters inherently. And seeing how they were kind of tossed aside in the storyline, in the live action, I was like, that was a big bummer because they had so much more to expand upon.
Yes. My family has a theory that the sequel trilogy is Imperial propaganda to destroy Han, Luke, and Leia and the New Republic of the heroes.
That's not a good theory.
We're gonna come up with something to fix it. Right?
Right, exactly.
So all of it is just the Imperial version of things.
Okay.
Not what really happened.
I can see that.
I kind of like that. I feel like it's a good middle ground for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, but then you also have, Dave Filoni, who's still in there, still in the trenches with it, and you can see it, especially in the new Ahsoka movies, his influence of knowing the old Legends lore and just bringing it in and just small little comments that Ahsoka says throughout it, which is, like his, that's like his character that he grew and made Legends and canon people just agree that that's a great character to keep in the series.
Yeah.
And the introduction of what they call it, in-between world.
World Between Worlds? Yes.
Yeah.
Where you can see an opportunity to retcon a lot of things and sort of do kind of what Marvel's been doing and just making fixes as they redo different series as they go on. So as much as I have grievances toward Disney taking away a lot of the characters that I love, especially the Solo and the Skywalker bloodline. There's still hope. I still think there's hope.
As long as Dave Filoni's in charge.
Yeah, I think he's the one of the hope hanging.
He's the chosen one. Let's just hope he doesn't wipe the same way as Andy.
I know.
And that's going to do it for today here at Chattanooga Comic Con 2023. What an amazing time that we had this weekend. Ended up staying a long time discussing more about Star Wars in that room. But man, what a great way to celebrate my birthday. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you once again to Chattanooga Comic Con, letting me to document the experience and to bring it for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Eat well and keep your mind walking. So even though I just did the outro, as I was filming the outro, I didn't realize that Billy West, John DiMaggio, and Lauren Tom walked right by me I should have probably said hello, but I did yell "Bye, Billy." I don't think he looked back and waved me back, but but still, how cool was that? Just to be walked right by Billy West at the end.